Good evening, everyone. We are continuing our mentorship series on research and scholarships. So today we have the honor of having one of our mentees and scholars, the person of Barnabas Adeyemo, who is a graduate of material science and engineering from Obafemi Awolowo University. Is here to continue what we started on doing research with Overleaf. It was part of our last mentorship program, and he has published a paper already with us. And today he's going to show you how to publish or how to write papers with LaTeX. The other time we had Paul showing you general interface of LaTeX, but now want to see how to really use it for research papers, citations, tables, and all that. So please, let's welcome Mr. Barnabas Adeyemo. Barnabas, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Rob. Good evening from you, everyone. I appreciate the privilege of being to take this. I remember in the last internship program, I had the opportunity to learn LaTeX using Overleaf. And there and then, I was able to publish 2 papers on Overleaf. One of the papers was about predicting precipitation dynamics in Africa using deep learning models. Yeah, and then, okay, the other paper was not on Overleaf, I can recall. But this particular paper, that was the last paper I published, at least with the age of the last internship, that opportunity, I was able to repair the academic publication that's predicting precipitation dynamics in Africa using deep learning models. Okay, without much ado, let's dive in. The first, let me share my screen quickly. Okay. Okay, I believe my screen is visible to everyone. So the first thing we do, we go to overleaf.com. I think we've been through the basic project and the basic process of going through the Overleaf. So I open a blank project. I think I could call this using Overleaf to give a title to the project. Please, can we hear me audibly? If you can hear me audibly, please confirm that my audio is good. Okay, thank you.
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. So once you open the Overleaf document, a particular Overleaf project, you have a regular preset that follows. You have /documents class article. I don't know if you have been taken through the idea of the use package based on the nature of the article you want to publish, the kind of work you want to create. Okay, you bring packages you want to use particularly, like this particular package that is here by default is use package graphics. So that package is for any graphical content you want to insert into your document. Talking of pictures, particularly pictures could be in form of infographics or whatever. So for you to be able to bring in pictures, you have to use this particular package. Okay. Now you have the title here, /title. By default, the name of your project will be the title of your work. Okay. So, but you could change it and fix in a particular topic. Okay, I have a particular article I'll be working with. I just maintain that. I think that particular article was the Bayesian lasso. So once I fix that and I run you see on the left side, I have my code editor. On the right side, you have the PDF compiler. Once you press Ctrl S, you will see that the layouts of your PDF will be shown. All right. Of course, the author here is Adeyemo Barnabas. By default, this is my Overleaf account. So by default, it takes me as the author. But I think I should use the actual authors of the work I am using. The authors of this work were Trevor Park and George Casella, just writing the authors. You'll observe visually that in LaTeX Overleaf, you have curly braces encompassing enveloping the content of what you are fixing for whatever code you are calling. So /title/author/date. Let me maintain this date. Another thing you will see is you have the /begin documents. Whatever you begin, you should end. So when you have /begin documents, you should expect that by the end of your document, you should have /end document. If you have a /begin document and you don't have a /end document, you might be having your code running into an error. So be careful of that when you're writing your codes. When you have a /begin, you should also ensure that the /end is at the very end of that. All right, so going on, back to packages. I've mentioned the use package graphics. Another package I would want to use is, I have to call /use package to call any package in. So the package I want to call now is AMS math. If I'm to type mathematical equations, I'm going to use AMS math for mathematical equations. Let me comment. To comment, use the % symbol for commenting. Your comment codes don't run. They are for you to understand what you're typing, so that when someone is going through your document, maybe you are like 4 or 5 working on the same document, someone can easily understand what you're typing. So you could put comment sections alongside the work. So percentage here creates the comment section. So I could put this here, used for what? Mathematical equations. All right. Then I go on again. I want to bring another package in /use package. Okay. Here I'll be using tabulax. You can see the suggestion from Overleaf itself. What is tabulax used for? I want to bring in a table into the content. My research, my findings, after conducting my machine learning algorithms, I've put my data together, run the codes and everything, and then my output requires me to put in a table. For me to fix in the table, I need to use the tabulax package. All right. So we use this for tables. Okay. Another one to optimize tables as well is book tabs. Okay, there's a kind of advanced table format you want to bring in where you kind of want to use book tabs. Okay. This is also for tables. And then another package we use, for any package, don't forget the same use package with curly braces. All right. Another package you want to use is this. Being an academic work, of course, we would want to create references. I want to cite authors, want to have a list, a reference list, of course, to our work. No knowledge is entirely independent. Every knowledge we have is built on some previous knowledge. So we have to ensure we cite relevant previous findings. So what we are using here is the bib LaTeX. There is not bib, there is another one, but I think I would want to use bib LaTeX to cite and list authors, or say for referencing. We want referencing. I believe that's clear enough. We all know what referencing is. Okay, going on. I have got all the basic packages I'm using. Graphics for images, tabulax and book tabs for tables, bib LaTeX for citing and listing authors. Okay, now let us try to create some particular content. All right. Now, sections, of course, in the typical academic write-up, we have the introduction section, we have the literature review section. I think these days, sometimes you go for introduction to methodology directly, but let me still put literature review. So just /section to create your new sections. We also have methodology, and so on and so forth. You see the sections laying out at the very left black pane here. Okay, and then we have our results, the results and discussion. We want to put them together. Then we come to conclusion /section, please, not section. And then the final section, conclusion. I won't be able to build all of this because of the want of time. The major now to cover is fixing tables, fixing images, graphics, and then referencing authors. So for a quick idea of the content, also using mathematical equations. Now, for a quick one, let me just type the part of the contents based on what the author wrote in their research. So we have the lasso of, there was a citation here. Let me just hold that with this asterisk button. I'm coming back to cite this. All right. Estimates linear regression coefficients through, there was a mathematical equation inline here. So if you have inline mathematical equations, you can call that with / open parenthesis. It closes it by default. So what you have here was L underscore, that's subscript 1. So you write subscript to the underscore sign in LaTeX. So mathematical typing in LaTeX is very, very wonderful, I must say. Constrained least squares. The LSO is usually to estimate the regression parameters. All right. Then another mathematical expression was there like that. This one was a big letter. To type big letter, use slash and the big letter. Alpha, beta, gamma, pi, omicron, whatever. Just type it the way it is spelled in Greek. It will give you the symbol. So I'm trying to call beta. So I use BETA, spelled beta. All right. Subscript 1. Then from there, I needed to use dots. So for your ellipses, you call L dots. Okay.
I like it.
And then beta P, and then I close this. For exponential or indices, things in the power function, you can use the exponential to do that. So I have exponential upper to that C. Once I produce this, you see how it comes out. Okay, in the model. Then I have another citation here. Let me just hold that here. Let me use Ctrl S to run my code and see what I've written so far. Let us see. So it's currently running. Let us see what we have. Okay, good. I have this. I believe you can see the right side of my screen. Let me try to increase that. You see how it looks like. You can see the mathematical function, L subscript 1, and then beta 1 up to beta P raised to power T. Okay. There was a bracket I'm meant to open there. Follow me. Now, for me to cite a particular author here, what am I to do? I think we are still together. Are we still together?
Someone's speaker is on. Is
Right of
echoing at
the
the background.
Right of screen. Right of.
I think there's some background noise. Someone's speaker is. Are we still together, please?
Yes, sir.
Oops. All right, thank you. Going on, I'm trying to cite a particular author who was making this. I think that was the basis of. So let me just place hold a particular author there. Let me go to Google Scholar. This is what you do. You go to Google Scholar. That's scholar.google.com. I don't know if you can see my Google Scholar screen. Scholar. Please, can you see my Google Scholar screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me search this particular author. Now, this is what you do. Once you're on Google Scholar, you know the particular documents you want to cite. Okay. Now, once you are right there on Google Scholar, this is where you go to. You go to sites. You can see the sites with my mouse hovering over it. Once you go to sites, scroll down. On scrolling down at sites, there's this part here. You see BibTeX, EndNote, RefMan, RefWorks, right? Are we still following, please? Are we still following?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Very
sir.
much. Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. So now, where we go to here is BibTeX. I think if you are using Mendeley, what do you call this particular application? If you are using Mendeley, right, using RefMan, RefWorks. But for the sake of LaTeX, we'll be using BibTeX. Okay, so I click on BibTeX. When I click BibTeX, I'm going to see some kind of, looks like a code, but you see the author title, author journal, volumes, pages here, the publisher as well, and all of those. All you have to do is to highlight all and copy it. Is that clear? Once you copy this, you come back to your Overleaf. It is not as difficult as it seems. Once you get used to it, it is very fast. It makes your referencing really, really automated. Okay, so don't think it's as complex as it seems. My installation is what's making it look as if it's a long process. Once you get to it and you get how it works, it's quite seamless. Okay, now take note of this what I want to do now. Please follow me at this point. On this left part, you have to create a new file. You see new file, new folder, and upload. So create a new file. So I tap on new file, and then it gives me something, name.txt. Okay. Now I'm trying to create a file that holds all my references. The file that holds all my references has to be saved with .bib. All right, that's saved with what? With .bib. That's .bib. So I want to call this ref.bib. Okay. So ref.bib is the name of what holds all my content. All right. So now I open ref.bib. I will paste that particular stuff I just copied now. Are we still together? Are we still together, please?
Yes,
Yes,
we are
sir.
with you.
Thank you. So I have pasted that particular article, Power 2021 comparative, in ref.bib. Don't forget, you save it with the .bib. Whatever you want to call your reference list, you save it with the .bib, or else you may be having an issue. So once that is done, I want to cite that particular author here. So on getting here, what am I going to use to cite it? Now, you know, your citation is usually of two formats. There is the in-text citation, there is the parenthesis citation, all right? So to cite in the text format, all right, I have to kind of use /text cite. Are you with me? /text cite. Now, once I run that /text cite, all the authors I have copied into this ref.bib, they will show, come in here, in between your curly brackets. All right. All the authors, this one I only listed one author, so it's only one showing. Once I click this, I'm going to put cite parenthesis. So it's going to cite that author. This is in-text citation. Now you want to cite within the parenthesis, just like I came to the end of this particular page. Now I want to cite another author. All right. What I use is /parent cite. Parent for parenthesis, shortcut for parenthesis. Text for like in-text. So text cite, parent cite, parenthesis cite, citing an author within a parenthesis. So you're having a bracket of Ugwa 2025, all right? Adiola 2025, Olayemi 2024, okay? Something like that. So parent cite, and then you cite the author here. So let me open the curly braces here. Let me cite another author. I go to Google Scholar. Let me go back. Let me find another author on this same page. Scrolling down, let me cite this guy. Can someone tell me? I'm trying to cite this particular work. Maybe I found something, maybe it was the person who kind of gave that statement, which I'm trying to cite, you know. So I'm trying to cite this particular stuff. Can someone help me? Where do I go to here? Any volunteer? Cite, thank you very much. So I'm going to cite, thank you. I'm going to cite, where do I go to next?
BibTeX.
BibTeX, thank you. I really appreciate the fact that you're following so well. And what do I do from BibTeX? This is a PhD thesis. Wow, okay. I copy. Thank you very much. And then I go back to my
what do I do here? Go to the file and
that's my ref.bib file.
And paste it.
Thank you. And then I paste it. All right. So I'm pasting it there. I come back here, and right here in parent sites within it, I will see it on the list of my books. That is third one 2022 visualization. Okay. Let me run my code and let's see what we've got. So on running my code, it's compiling. Okay, it's not citing exactly because I didn't exactly state the style of the package I want to use with LaTeX. So let's specify the style in our package, please. I'm using APA style. So style is equals to APA. All right. So let's run this and let's see what we've got. Another thing I didn't do as well is that I didn't mention. Now, even while I mentioned, hope you are following me. You can see that my code is giving empty citation. Can you observe that? Can you observe this empty citation that is written here?
Yes.
And the way this thing is given, Stardom 2022 collection. This is not a normal citation. All right. What am I missing out? That's why I'm doing this carefully, so that when you're having a particular error, you'll understand that, okay, this is what I'm not fixed. This is what I'm here to fix. This is what I'm here to build. So you understand it sequentially and step by step so that you have it all right. Now, what have I not kept here? I have not set a reference to this particular file. I am having this ref.bib file. So my code cannot understand that this ref.bib file exactly exists and it's to be referenced. So I have to call /bibliography. All right. You can see it's already telling me that, oh, it can understand that there's a bibliography file called ref. Are you getting it now? So bibliography, then I call ref so that it can see that whatever is inside this content, it can cite it and list it in the most appropriate way. Exactly now. So if I run this now, I'm going to have a proper citation of my code. All right, good. Now you can see that the statement is saying that the lesson of Barnabas Adeyemo 2021 estimates linear regression coefficients will actually to estimate the regression parameters in the model. So Stardom 2022. Do you all agree that this is a proper citation now? Do you all agree?
Yes, perfect.
So,
Yes.
good. So we have an in-text citation, and we have a kind of a parenthesis citation at the end of the sentence. So this is how we fix citation. Let's say I go to the other section, the literature review section, and then I'm fixing my content literature review section. Maybe the Bayesian lasso is known to have a structural form. Please, the person annotating should please try to play the annotation so that we can have a clear screen. A structural form where y is I have a mathematical stuff / open parenthesis. Then I have n multiplied by that times 1. And then I have this. All right. Vector of responses. Okay. Then a Greek letter, that is the letter mu in Greek, is the overall mean. Then x is let me put this in again, n times, that's the times symbol 1. Okay. Vector of independent and identically distributed normal errors, okay, with mean on known variance. And then under mathematical symbol, I'm trying to call the Greek letter sigma. So just like that, sigma raised to power 2 exponential 2. Is that clear? That's how I type mathematical symbols. Okay, now I want to cite, someone said this, I found this statement in someone's finding. Now I want to cite at the end of the document, inside parentheses. Of course, this is at the end of a sentence. So I want to put this inside the parentheses. Can someone help me? What do I do? What do I do, please? Anybody?
Text sites. No. Parent site.
Thank you very much. So I have / parent site. Okay. So right here in parent site, okay, let's go back to Google Scholar. I'm trying to cite, let's find another author here. Let's work with this particular author. Okay, so Sean prediction and return strategy. Let's say that this author was the one who give that particular statement. I'm trying to cite him. All right. So where do I go to? Right here. Where do I go to, please?
Right.
I go to sites. Thank you. And from sites, where do I go to next?
BibTeX.
BibTeX. Thank you for following. And from BibTeX, what do I do?
You copy.
I copy and then go back to my LaTeX Overleaf. Then I do what?
You come down, you paste.
I come to ref.bib, my bibliography file. So I paste it there. All right. So I'm pasting that. I go back to my text, and then in parent site here, I can see him here. So I'm calling that. We run, and then we have the citation. Let's wait and let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. Very good. So you can see that cited right there within. Why is the year not there? Oh, from the content Google Scholar gave, the year of publication was not shown. Interesting. So that's why you didn't have the year written there. If the year was there, of course, we'd have seen the year 2020, whatever. Thank you very much. Okay. Going on to the next thing, we want to insert a table into our work. Let me fix the table in the methodology section. Just a table. Now, to insert a table in LaTeX, what exactly do we do? We all know how to fix in the text. We want to fix in the text. So let me just go straight to the table. So on the table, this is what you do. You call begin what? Begin table. You're creating a table. So begin inside the curly brackets, call table. All right. And when you begin table, of course, whatever you begin should have what? And end. So once you call begin table, just declare your end table. If it doesn't give you automatically, just write it immediately. Once you begin table, end table right away. All right. And I think I want the table to be quite centered. So let me call centering. All right. And then from there, this idea of begin table and end table is giving me a section that will contain the table. All right now. So now, to actually draw the table, I would like begin tabula. Don't forget, before you have a table function, let's go back to the beginning. You must call a package. What's the name of that package, please? What's the name of the package? Tabulax. Once you forget tabulax, you see that I'm trying to type begin table, begin tabula, it's just running errors. You don't understand why. So call that package so that I can use your table algorithms. Okay, so begin tabula. Now, after begin tabula in its own curly brackets, what you have next is the number of columns you want in your table. All right, number of columns you want in your table. Now, in this my table, I want it to have 4 columns. So to have 4 columns, simple, just put 4 letter C's. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's straightforward. There are alternatives to do this, of course, but just easy and straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a 4 column table. Is that clear to everybody? It's 5 columns. How many C's would I put? Anybody?
5.
5. Thank you very much. 5 C's. So for 4 columns, I'm putting 4 C's. That's it. Okay. On having that, since I'm beginning tabular, I should also have my end tabular, so that I will not forget end tabular. Let me just fix it there. End tabular. Okay. So let's go on. Don't forget, whatever you begin, you should end it. Now, I want a line above the table. You know, there is usually this particular table style we have in journals. There's a way tables in journals look like. So I'm trying to follow that particular format. So there is usually a line that holds the header row of the table. What I mean is there's a line above and a line below the header row. The header row is like the headings of your columns on the table, right? And then there's a line at the very end of the table. Within the contents, there are usually no lines. If you check most journals, they follow that table format. So I'm trying to use that particular table format. So with that, I'm going to create a top rule, that's slash top rule. So with slash top rule, I've created a line above my table. Okay. And then underneath top rule, of course, I will have my mid rule. That's the line that's going to be under my header columns. Now, in my own table, what I want to fix as the headers of the table is number 1, I want variable to be the header on the first column. That's variable is the cap on the first column. How do you separate your column from the next column? You use the word use and this ampersand sign. Once you use it, you are entering the next column already. Don't forget I have 4 columns. If I write more than 4 columns, it should print errors. So variable is my first column. Prior is my second column. I use and again to separate the columns. Okay. Likelihood is my third column. All right. On my fourth column, I have posterior. Are you with me? So I've created 1, 2, 3, 4 columns for my first row now, which is the header row. So on ending that, you have to put a double slash 1, 2. Are we together? Are we together, please? I hope nobody's lost. Are we following?
I'm lost.
All right. All right. So the main contents now under these 4 main headers, variable, prior, likelihood, and posterior, I'm having my first contents. Under the variable, I want to put theta 1. That's the Greek letter theta. Let me call it theta. Of course, that's the spelling of the word theta. So under slash theta 1, we give it the Greek letter theta. Then subscript 1. Okay. In the second column, ampersand to separate that, I have Gaussian there written. In the third column, I have binomial. In the fourth column, I have Bayesian inference, double slash. All right. Going to the third row, I have theta underscore 2, ampersand. I have Laplace, ampersand. That's my second column now. I have Poisson. I'm even for that guy. Okay. And to the next one, I have map estimate. All right. I've ended at 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns complete. End it with a double slash. Right. I go to the third row. That's theta 3. Ampersand. And then uniform is what I have in my second column. Gaussian is what I have in my third column. And then I have predictive in my last column, then double slash, right? To end that. I believe we are together. I could go on to as many thetas I kind of maybe found in my research and my finding. Maybe I ran through 10 thetas as variables. Then I have my priors, my likelihoods, and my posterior at the end of it. So as many as there, just to run the table. When you come to the end of the table, you want to put a line underneath the table. So you call that the what? If at the top I have top rule, at the middle I have mid rule, at the last, what will I have? Can someone guess what I have at the last? Anybody? Yes. Thank you very much. We have bottom rule. Bottom rule, that's the spirit. So bottom rule, and then the end tabular, the end table, and that's it. Okay. Let me put the comments here for understanding the code. Don't forget, percentage symbol for writing comments, creating a table. You know that one from. So let's run this. Let's see what we've got. Compiling. Do you have an error? Okay. Fine. So I have this. You can see the table there. I think the issue I'm having right here is that the table is coming behind or after my results and conclusion. It also falls under the section where I place it. Let me see if I fix some contents. Maybe this would work. What could I do? What could I do? Let me find some contents and fix within the section. If I do that, actually, it's going to fall in normal place. Going to fall in normal place. Let's go on. So I think my lack of content by just putting a table is what simply. Okay, let's see what we have this way now. Let's see what we have this way. Let's see what we have this way. All right, you can see it fell in place now. So the table finds the best position possible to stay under your contents. All right, even though I type the patient last one underneath, it still took this as the best position to stay. So this is how we create the table. Usually your tables have titles, they have captions. Am I right? You wouldn't see a table in a journal not having a caption. So let me give a caption to this. To give a caption to this, after my end tabular, I could call /caption. Okay, it's just a play on English words. A caption, fixing a caption. What's my caption? I call this penalized Bayesian method tables, so to say. All right. So if I run this, you see that the caption will be there with the table. Okay. Good. So table 1, penalized Bayesian method variables. I believe creating a table is clear for everybody now. Are you all there?
Sir, can I ask you? I have a question, please.
Okay, you can ask a question, please.
Okay, so what if I already have a table, as in like somewhere, and I want to import it?
Okay, you want to import a table from where?
Maybe from a Word document. I already have a table arranged, and I want to import it into Overleaf.
To import a table from Word documents, I think on LaTeX, the formatting of LaTex is quite it's a different environment from your Word environment. So being a different environment from your Word environment, it's best to recreate your table. All right. Not many columns, how many rows you have. So just follow stand. Have that. Am I clear on that? Because the environments are different. Hello.
No, sorry. Yes.
But I think there could be an approach anyways, except you want to you could kind of use an online tool that could generate the table for you anyways. Are you getting it now? There's a way you can, there are online tools that can generate from your table. You can regenerate the LaTeX code for that table. Are you with me? And paste it into LaTeX. Once you paste it to LaTeX, it will run that table for you. Is that clear?
Okay, that will work.
All right. Another thing that will work is you screenshot the table and paste it as a picture. You understand? You could, but I think that's not the best. That may not give you the quality you want. So the best approach you can use is to fix that table to a conversion tool that will convert that table into LaTeX code and then paste LaTeX code here in Overleaf. You have your table. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir, yes. I think that will work, because if to write code for their tables are more complex. This one is a very simple table. The tables that have up to 10 columns, 10 rows, and with a lot of people. So I just felt that there could be another way to get it instead of going through this long process.
Yeah. So a conversion to LaTeX code would help in that regard. Okay, so that's
hello.
That's okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hello, Dr. Barnabas. Thank you very much. Like, what I want to say now is that there are some output maybe from the R. Maybe I can see that you're a Bayesian person. Now, for example, after running some models, a lot of answers, maybe the posteriors and their credible interval, they're up to 100. Is it that you'll be typing in one, or you can just copy from R, the outcome from R, and paste on this, and then put the ampersand?
You could use that approach of putting the ampersand. Okay. That could be quite a thing. That could be quite a thing. But I think there could. Doesn't R in a way support LaTeX code? I think there should be a way in which in our programming you could save your output as a text file. Are you with me? And you could do a fact on that. There's a way your R output in R to be saved as a LaTeX file. So if you can generate the table and save it as a LaTeX code, you could open that code and paste it right here to give you a table the way it is from R. Do you get what I mean?
Yes, that means you are saying that in R we can convert. I think so. It is true. Yes.
R should be able to convert your outputs in LaTeX formats.
Thank you very much. Like in R Markdown, I've seen that. Thank you. I'm new to Overleaf. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, we all want new to Overleaf, but I think with use it gets easier to use. It gets, in fact, at the particular point you try using Overleaf to work. And the referencing just goes automatically. So I'm not going to talk about reference listing. I'll still come to that. So this is how we create table on a simple explanation. Yeah. So with this being said, I think I've answered some questions. Now, if I wanted to print my, of course, I would want to have my reference at the very end of my document. So just before end documents, please, you put print bibliography. It's already calling it for me. Print bibliography. All right. So once you run that, when you come to the very end of your document, you are going to see. Okay, I kind of cited only 3 authors. So only the 3 authors are showing here. Bravan, Saputo, and Stadman. Okay, so of course, the more you have, the more it will arrange it for you in order, the way it should be, according to the upper style, so this one will be automated for you, quite easily and straight. And that's it. Now, let us talk about fixing images. Now, to fix an image, I think it's another journey. All you have to do is this. You could drag and drop your image to this particular left pane on my screen where my mouse is dancing around right now. Main.txt reference. You could drag and drop your image. All right. You could also pick the upload. Okay, and then upload your image to this point. Any style works right. Okay. So I think let me go with the upload. Just imagine you could upload from. In fact, look at this. If you have a bibliography already in Mendeley, if you check my interface right here on my screen, you see that I have Mendeley as one of my extension files. I have Google Scholar as one of my extension files. So if you have a kind of reference already in Mendeley, you could kind of come to this upload and upload from Mendeley. You call in your bibliography. So all you have to do is just keep citing from there. No, occasionally and usually, when you are working in a particular field, there are authors you always want to cite. There are authors you referred before in your previous work, and you're just building on that work and you're trying to refer those set of authors. So in the bibliography list you've created before, you just recall it into the work you're working on presently. You can easily call them instead of having to start copying and pasting from Google Scholar over again. So as you use Overleaf over time, it gets easier to deal with. Okay, so let me upload something. I think I was trying to upload from file. That's not working. I could drag and drop. Okay, let's go on. Let me minimize this. Let me drag from my file. I have a picture I want to use. Let's start picture. Okay, let me pick something on the pictures I have here. Apologies, because I'm trying to get a particular image I could bring up. Okay. Let me use this. We could just drag, come in here, and then drop. And so I'm trying to drop it. Just drop it. But so you can see, upload one file. Once I upload the file, it drops here. So the name of the file is baseline.png. So how do I add this as a kind of an image? To add this image, what I'll do again is the begin and the end approach, of course. So what I'm going to do here is I will then put my introduction section. There's the introduction section. Okay. What I'm going to do here is this. I'll go to /begin. Begin what? Who wants to guess? Begin what? Anybody, begin what? I'm trying to start a picture. Begin what? Nobody.
Images.
Okay. Begin image. I love that. Actually, in journals, not we call them figures. Figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4. So it's actually begin figure. All right. So begin figure. Thank you for that. So begin figure does it. Also begin figure, we do what? We also end what? We end figure. All right. Having that, right here in the midst of it, I want it to be centered. So let me call centering. And then to actually add the image, you call include graphics. Don't forget, before you can add any image, this package graphics has to be there. All right. So back to where I was, include graphics. It's suggesting it already for you. So let's go to suggestion. Include graphics. Okay. I think I'm not trying to adjust size yet. So what's the name of my graphics? You can see suggesting to me because it observed that there's an image right here that had been uploaded. So it's showing me that this is the only image for now. If there are many more images, you have given the list of them. So you pick the one you're trying to insert at a particular point. So Bayesian.png, all right, we'll have the image. I want to put the caption under it, of course. We don't have figures without putting titles under them. The title is the caption, all right? So in the caption, I'm calling it penalized lasso. Penalized lasso. Let's just go with that. Let's see what we have. All right, you can see can we see the figure in the PDF file? Can we all see it, please? Oops. Can we all see it, please? Figure 1. So it's called it itself, figure 1. So as you're calling the figures like that, it will name them accordingly, figure 1, figure 2, figure 3, figure 4, up to figure 20, as many as you're having. It will do the auto numbering for you. So that's how it works. Let me fix another figure in. Let me start to work by fixing the compaction section. Let me fix the second figure. What am I going to do? Of course, I will drag and drop. I will drag and drop, right? So let me go to my folder in my laptop computer I've downloaded the kind of figure I've created. Trying to drag and drop, drag. And then we dropping it, upload the file. So I have it, I called it base 2. So having this, I want to fix the figure right here. So to fix the figure right here, I do what? How do I start? I start with what? To fix the figure, I start with what, please? Anybody? Anybody?
Begin.
Thank you very much. Begin what? Thank you very much. Begin what?
Figures.
Begin figure. I think the figure is singular. Yeah. Begin. Yeah. All right. So then we end the figure. End it immediately so I don't forget. Sometimes the explanation of the error code will not be understanding. So as soon as possible. Okay. Then let's include graphics. We dropped some including here. Right? And then let me put the caption. So I'm capping that with. Let me call this. That's when I bring to this now. Okay, I think I just maintain the same title. Let's just do this. All right. So we have that. So trying to run the code. Let's see what we've got. Good. So you can see it. This way. All right. So let me center. Let me get the size here. Let me fix centering. All right. Then let's see how this is. No, there's kind of something with the core part. Look at it. So let's see what we've got. Okay. Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that is how we do that. I think my site or the alignment here is not giving me what it should give me. And I'm wondering why that is so. This content based or something. Okay, but there is an alignment it's meant to give me, which is not giving me. There is this figure segment here and analyze Bayesian. I think for the sake of time, I'm able to troubleshoot what exactly this is. Begin figure and figure section, include graphics, caption. All aspects are right there. It's going to give me a right. Okay. I think we could, for the sake of time, we able to troubleshoot what this is, why this is standing aloof this particular way. Perhaps for the sake of content, as the table did earlier on. So when I fix the content above and below, it would normalize. All right. So, but basically, we have seen how figures come into LaTeX Overleaf. All right. If I want to print this PDF document now, I can just download the PDF, and I have a very fine PDF documents. I could maximize and see what I've got so far. And there are other editions you can do. Of course, a kind of PDF form, we know how this kind of title in this blank form. We want to embolden it and make it more like a title. So you could go on and fix that. Well, I believe that this, for the coverage of this class, we've been able to see how we do in-text citations, and then, of course, citations at the very end of documents. We've now used some mathematical functions, how we bring in Greek letters into contents wherever needed. This is also the n times 7 vectors. So I said it's n times 1 vector of responses. So n times 1 should be here. Just go back and edit it out. I just fix it right here. So okay, go on and see how this goes. So that's basically fixing an image, all right, and then the reference listing. I cited only 3 references. So those are the 3 references that were listed here. If I started more, of course, you have all of them automatically fixed in the reference section. I don't know if there's any question from anybody at this particular junction. Any question, please? Is there any question? It seemed like.
Hello?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you.
Hello, doctor. Actually, yesterday I was not around. Please, maybe after this, if you can send us the raw file that you've practiced. And my question is this: okay. It's like this class is even basically for me because I was told to transfer my thesis to LaTeX, and I think all of Overleaf can do that. Now I don't know a textbook you can recommend for me. Like what you did today, I've captured it already. But my major problem is all my models, how to type it correctly to appear the way it used to be on the Word document.
Okay. In one sense, Overleaf itself has a kind of PDF online available for you to create the technical gives the A to of LaTeX using Overleaf. All right.
Does it have explanation that I can learn on my own?
The explanations are clear, but I think that's why we are here to. You could, I think, as we go on with the class, we should go on and advancing the level of. I believe at this level, everybody understands basically how the basic aspect of a regular journal goes, right? But I think it's okay if you're a kind of person who can flow it. If you are kind of autodidactic in nature, it's what you can learn from that document. I think from what I learned during my internship here, then I built on it further through the same document. That's why I could refer you to it. Are you with me? So it was the only thing I used. So the only thing I used, I think, plus one LaTeX cheat code like that, which contained Greek letters, mathematical symbols, and
like those ones.
So just and the introduction to LaTeX by Overleaf. They are just the things I used, and I was able to.
Introduction to LaTeX by Overleaf.
You said?
No, you called it a book now. Introduction to LaTeX by Overleaf. I'll go and look for it.
Yeah, by Overleaf, like the same Overleaf we are using right now. Yeah. So it's just right there, and it's available. So for equations, how to undo errors, how to typeset texts, using bold, using italics, using underlines, creating paragraphs, creating new lines, they're all right there. So align your equations. You want your equations to stand out alone. You don't want your equations to be in-text equations. You want them to kind of equations on their own. There is the way you call your algorithm, and then you have it. You want to use integral sums and limits. I think one aspect we didn't cover exactly is the aspect of chemistry. I think we might have some chemists who are here. I think I can't start that particular aspect of work today. I could share a particular Overleaf document I was playing with. I'm not a chemist, of course. I'm not a biochemist, but you may want to have organic compounds drawn in your work. Where did I keep that stuff? Was it here? I kept it. I did this some 2 years ago. Let me check if it is right here or there. Okay, good. There it is. So you want to draw organic compounds. As I said, I'm not a chemist. But right here, I have butane. I have this propanol or whatever it is. Okay, so you can draw chemical. I did all of this just practicing something outside my field, just to understand LaTeX beyond what what I do. Okay, so I think a biochemist here or a chemist here is probably interested in this particular aspect. So we could have the coverage of this now that class. So this is benzene, I think. So you're going to draw phenol. You have your so just like that, you could draw your organic compounds, structural, whatever, right here on Overleaf. Okay, you don't necessarily use them as images. So you can draw out and fix them in form of equations when necessary. I think that's the aspects. I'm not sure the textbook covered. This was something I had to, how did I even get to learn it? So I think that's the aspect I was not covered. Any other question, please?
Right. Thank you, Doctor. I think in addition to that, I think Prof already shared a document on the WhatsApp page, which is like introductory aspects to how to use Overleaf. So I think that one also can be of help at least, because he dropped the document this evening because I was able to access it. And I think it gives like introduction on how to start in Overleaf. Yeah, it's a PDF. It's on the WhatsApp.
Because the one I saw was LaTeX document. It's just like an introduction to the class. No, if you can forward that one for us again.
Oh. Okay. Do you have any other question?
And Dr. Barnabas, please remember to share this file with us, please. Because I was not following you when you were typing.
I will share this file.
I mean the class we did today.
Yes, I will share the file. I will share the file of this class.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I would like to practice on this and build on it.
Okay. Yeah, I will share the file. And then for a disclaimer, please, I am not yet a doctor. I am still in the research process. Hopefully one day I would have published and studied enough to
Are you schooling in Nigeria?
Yeah, currently I'm in Nigeria process.
Which school? Which institution?